Interesting psychology facts of human behavior that will blow your mind. Studies have shown that travel improves brain well-being and even lowers a person's chance of heart disease and depression. If you move around telling your goals to everyone, then there is less chance that you will be able to succeed. The study report indicates that doing this reduces the motivation to work. Money can bring happiness in your life to a great extent. However, research shows that after receiving more than $1 million annually, money does not increase your happiness significantly. Normal, healthy adult women often become sexually aroused by words and communication, and their effect on the women's inner mental process creates pleasurable emotions, and from this primary process follow the biological signs of sexual arousal. Spending money on others makes you feel better than spending money on yourself. Some of us are afraid of being very happy because we think something bad will happen. Most intelligent people underestimate themselves, while often the ignorant consider themselves to be perfect. 70% of the time, our brain is replaying past events or hoping for the success of an upcoming event. Most of the stress patients are between 18 and 33 years old. Stress level starts decreasing after 33. A psychological study found that the type of music you listen to affects the way you perceive the world. Stress levels in high school children nowadays are comparable to the mental patients of the 50s. Tears of happiness come from the right eye first, and tears of grief and pain begin to come out of the left eye. When you are a bachelor, you find married people happier, and after marriage, you are happier. Studies have proven that convincing yourself you slept well tricks the brain into thinking it did. People who are quick to understand satire are often adept at reading the minds of others. Exercise slows the neurological deterioration in our brains, and increased physical exercise will delay our brain's aging by 10 years. Responding to a meaningless question sarcastically immediately is a symptom of a healthy mind. Your thoughts have an effect on every cell of the body. Negative thinking decreases immunity, and you also become ill. Research shows that stress and depression are less for those who spend more time in sunlight. Research has provided evidence that intense, traumatizing events, such as a breakup, divorce, loss of a loved one, physical separation from a loved one, or betrayal, can cause real physical pains in the area of one's heart. This condition is called the broken heart syndrome. Studies have proven that busy people are happier because it does not give them time to think about the negative aspects of life. Whenever you think of someone a lot, it is because that person is already thinking about you. Intelligent people have more tendency to avoid disputes, which is why intelligent people see everything but say there is nothing. When you meet someone for the first time, you have only 7 seconds to give up your first impression. Research found that 80% of people listen to music to run away from the negative things in their life. Being unable to take a person away from your mind is a sign that you too are in that person's mind. The brain of a man is 10% larger than the brain of a woman, but a woman's brain works more efficiently than a man's brain. Research has shown that no matter how strong you are, there is always someone who can weaken you. If you have not slept properly, convince yourself that you have slept well. After some time, you will find that the effects of not sleeping properly have reduced. 90% of the people, while messaging, write such things that can never be said from the front. A surprising fact about human behavior is that many of us have high levels of testosterone to relieve the anger of others. Testosterone levels are higher in people with aggressive behavior. They activate subconscious regions of the brain to produce aggression. According to research, narcissistic personality disorder exists in around 6% of the population. Humans with low self-esteem spontaneously encourage people to treat them poorly, and people who lack self-confidence and are not confident about themselves blame others for their failure and try to humiliate others. Depression is often referred to as the product of thought. Imagination causes issues that don't exist. According to many studies, 97% of people write their own names when given a new pen. Psychology says that anything your mind says has an identical response from the body's cells. The sight of water has a very calming and soothing effect on people, which makes them experience happiness and calming thoughts and be even more imaginative. According to psychological studies, the last person who comes to your mind before sleeping is the cause of your happiness or sorrow. Romantic desire is biochemically indistinguishable from serious obsessive-compulsive disorder. Deep emotional distress triggers the brain to distribute certain chemicals that significantly weaken one's heart, leading to strong chest pains and shortness of breath. The condition is often misdiagnosed as a heart attack and tends to affect women more often. The broken heart condition is also called stress cardiomyopathy, which could lead to critical short-term heart muscle dysfunction. According to researchers, in long-term studies of personality, some of the core parts of personality remain stable throughout life. 3 aspects that do tend to change as we age are anxiety levels, friendliness, and eagerness for novel experiences. People look more attractive when they speak about the things they are really interested in. Cognitive dissonance is when you have 2 contradictory values and you change one to match another. It's been psychologically proven that practicing recollection can help with PTSD. Studies have proven that more than 100,000 chemical reactions take place in the brain every second. Exercise slows the neurological deterioration in our brains, and increased physical exercise will delay our brain's aging by 10 years. Almost all colors have a physical wavelength associated with them, but the color magenta doesn't, as your brain is interpreting the color as not green. According to psychological facts, people who try to keep everyone happy often end up feeling the loneliest. Emotional pain is remembered better than actual pain, which has a greater influence on your behavior. The maximum number of close relationships and such friendships you can maintain is between 50 and 150. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. Subscribing helps us keep you informed and entertained. Thanks for being a part of our community. Together we can keep growing and creating awesome content. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below. Also, make sure to check out our next highlighted video. Until next time, stay safe and awesome. Thanks for watching.